what's going on, guys? It's me, Mr. Berkland. It's time for science, 4th grade science. All right, so again, this is another at-home investigation. This is only because I'm not able to get all these supplies to you. There's just not enough for all of you, all right? But today we're going to be continuing working about with soil and landforms, right? And we're gonna be specifically talking about erosion, deposition, alluvial fans, all right? So we're gonna be working with a model, and a model is a representation of a real world landform, or anything that happens in the real world. It's just on a smaller scale. All right, so what you'll see here is I have a model of land and earth, and we're going to be exploring and investigating to see what happens when water falls and how the land reacts to water flowing through it, and what happens to earth materials. All right, so I'm going to show you a worksheet that we're going to be working with. You do not have the worksheet, but what I'm asking you to do is take out your science journals and to draw this, basically copy this into your science journal so you're still able to take part in this investigation. All right, so here we go. This is what you're going to do. So you're going to draw this rectangle in your science journal. Go ahead and label it standard setup. All right, this is the condition. All right, once you have done that, you'll see, color this gray area in, that's the pencil. So that is where the land starts, right? This is where our land has started. And you see the 20, this represents this, it is 20 centimeters long. All right, and this is the ruler with our cup on top, which is right here, right? So this is a model, of our model. So go ahead and draw the ruler, set up, and label this 20 centimeters. Be very specific. We want to input the correct data. And then go ahead and put another marker. So this is 25, 30, 35. These are all measured in centimeters. We're going to see what happens when water is dumped and poured onto land, and see how far the land moves. And we're going to track and input the data to see how many centimeters the land traveled once water was poured on it. All right, so you can go ahead and pause that video, rewind it and pause so you have a picture of it. Also, I will upload a picture of this journal entry on Google Classroom so you can look at that as well. All right, so as we are about to start to the investigation, there are a few things I want you to keep in your mind to be paying attention to so that we can discuss after this investigation. First, I want you to think about, where did the earth material start in the tray? And then where did it end up after all the water was poured on it? All right, secondly, how does this representation show us what happens to earth materials in nature? All right, another thing I want you to think about is, what effect does water have on land and earth materials? All right, so keep those in your mind. You can rewind this video and rewatch and see what questions I'm asking you to keep in mind. All right, but now I'm about to start the investigation, so I'm going to try and do this with one hand. All right, so pay attention. This will be very fun and interesting, I think. Here we go. All right, so we have it. I'm pouring half a liter of water into our cup. And now, let's see what's happening. What do you notice is happening as water falls onto the land? I'm trying to give you the best angle. What do you notice is happening? Is the land changing? How is it changing? Why is it changing? Again, the questions we want to think about are, where is the sand going? What does this tell us about the effect of water and the effect that it has on land? All right, we're also thinking about, how does the size of the landform compare to what we're modeling? All right. You're just watching to see what happens. We're almost out of water. So again, what do you notice? What do you notice about the water? Is there anything in the water? Is it just pure water? Is something in the water? All right. So go ahead and track with our data. Go ahead and what do you notice? What do you have noticed once the water has stopped? Go ahead and move this. Take this off for you. So there we go. How has our land changed? How has our model changed once water has poured on it? So this is part 1 of our video. I'm about to make part 2. So just go ahead and click on part 2 of the video so you can see what we're going to be doing next.